What is going on, gents? It's RPM here, reporting from Mobile Command with another Aita post. Been a while since I've done one of these. Something different to shake up the old channel. But before I get into this, just a quick announcement. Going to be bugging out for the weekend. Just go out, do a little camping, just to get away for a while. So I'll be back Monday to doing my usual thing. Now, this particular Aita post was actually over on Yahoo. And we all know why. Because it wants to give the female in this article the victimhood status. However, I'm going to focus on the guy's actions and whether or not he was the asshole. But gentlemen, as I read this, you're going to figure out why I would, of course, say no. Anyway, this article was published on the 15th of September. Woman mulls breakup after quote-unquote uncomfortable argument with boyfriend. So many red flags. A young woman is arguing with her boyfriend about money. Things are getting ugly. All right, gentlemen. Here we go. Let's take a dive. The 24-year-old is refusing to move in with her 25-year-old boyfriend and went on Reddit's Am I the Asshole to find out if she made the right choice. See, that's women for you. Even if they do make a right choice, they need external validation for said choice. The problem is he expects her to move in and pay half the rent. Okay, gentlemen, we know that that is a horrible idea. Horrible. Horrible. Don't do it. So this guy should actually be thanking his lucky stars that right now she is refusing to move in with him. Because as we all know what recently happened, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that later. But she is unemployed, and the new rent would be double her current one. Her boyfriend makes nearly 10 times the amount she does, and she simply can't afford the new price. So she asked that he pay the bulk of it. He wouldn't budge on his position. But here's the real kicker. She let him live with her rent-free for almost a year. Okay. All right. Now, one thing that we know about a lot of women, they will lie by omission. Now, what is this current rent price? And how is it going to be double of what she's making? But yet she's unemployed. Now, I want to focus on the fact that she's saying that he makes 10 times the amount. However, what are we missing, gentlemen? The key piece of information, the rent price. Hence the lie through omission. Now, insofar as her letting him live rent-free with her, she was planning on putting him in a position to where he felt obligated to let her live with him rent-free. But the fact that he didn't budge on his position, yeah, I think he might have had just enough red pill knowledge to say at least you're going to come in and you're not going to freeload. We've always lived separately, but there was a 9-month period in the beginning of our relationship where he moved in with me because he was having problems with his roommate, she explained. See, right there. I'll let you live with me for free, so now you owe me to let me live with you for free. He had to pay his rent, So I didn't ask him to pay anything while he stayed at my apartment those 9 months. Not a single bill. Eventually, the two lived separately again. But now the boyfriend wants to move back in together officially, which, once again, that is a horrible idea. He wants me to move in with him and split his rent, which is way higher than mine, the girlfriend said. Let's say my rent right now is $1,000. And if I were to move in with him, I would be paying $2,000 plus utilities. I can't afford that. I'm unemployed and using my savings to pay my rent right now. I'm in grad school while he has a full-time job. Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. So she's unemployed in grad school, which means obviously she's in college. However, we know at the end of that, she's going to end up saying, well, I have a college degree, so therefore I'm of higher value than you. So now I'm going to monkey branch. Yeah, we all know what happens. When she asked him why she should have to pay when she can't afford it and that she supported him in the past, things didn't go well. Ah, yes, gentlemen, as I previously stated, she wanted to use the fact that she let him stay with her for free as a way of saying, okay, I'm going to put this ticket in my back pocket and I'm going to call it when I can. But remember, gents, what do women love to say to us, even though they don't say it, but they always imply it? What have you done for me lately? See, women love to use things from the past in the present if it can benefit them. However, gentlemen, you can't get that same thing. If you say, well, I did this for you in the past, yeah, and that's what a woman will tell you, and I don't owe you anything for what you did for me in the past. Yeah, another reason for you to be extremely wary of the modern woman, gentlemen. Just saying. When he stayed for me for 9 months, I didn't make him pay a thing, despite him having 10 times more money than me. See, there you go, gentlemen. She keeps harping on that 10 times more money than her fact. She wrote, he blew up telling me I'm letting my single friends get to me and that he's not a simp or a 50-50 type guy. Oh, yes, gentlemen. Oh, yes. Now, he might not be too red-pilled, but he's enough to understand being a simp. See, gentlemen, yes, the term simp has definitely gone mainstream. Yeah, not a lot of red-pilled guys out there, but they're red-pilled enough. He's not going to be finessed, and he is not a beta male. I was like, okay. He accused me of quote unquote using him for free rent. I'm not that type of person. Yes, you are. Because what was going to eventually happen if she did move in with him, she was going to eventually say, well, you know what? I can't afford it. So can you pay the bulk of it? Oh, wait a minute. She already said that. So do you honestly believe that after not paying a significant portion of the rent, if he asked her, she was going to come up with another excuse as to why she couldn't pay? So yes, this guy was absolutely right in putting that forward. According to a Reddit comment, finesse in this context is slang for a sucker or patsy. The girlfriend said she has never asked him for money because he makes so much more. Once again, she is so focused on the fact that he makes more money than she does. So yes, this guy has just enough red pill knowledge to know that yes, she will in fact be using me. In fact, she buys him gift, but he doesn't get her anything. Once again, she is trying to guilt this guy into feeling obligated. Wrong, gentlemen. Never feel that way. I told him that I can't afford his 50-50 proposal and suggested maybe a 25-75, which would be my rent that I'm paying right now, she explained. He said again that he is not a finesse and that I'm living in La La Land. Yeah, well, I can't argue with the guy. Reddit pretty much told this young woman to run as fast and as far as she can. I would actually agree. Not for her sake, but for his sake. Run away. So many red flags. The language he uses is very concerning, plus the idiotic rent ideas, one user commented. This should be an enormous red flag with effing fireworks shooting out the flagpole, another said. Girl, run fast, straight out the door. There are so many other issues like his language, his need to repeatedly claim he's not a beta, and his lack of trust are all major red flags, someone added. All right. Yes, this guy definitely is not the asshole. In fact, he made a very clear boundary. Of course, she's trying to fandangle her way through, but no, this guy's not an asshole. He needs to be lucky that she's not moving in with him. Because as we all know, what happened to that guy up in Canada? Yeah, paying alimony to a non-wife. Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh. That right there, gentlemen. Mm-mm. 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 See, that's what cohabitation can get you. Now, this guy is definitely another canary in the gynocentric coal mine that has died. Yeah. So you can best believe with this, oh, you can guarantee every Western society is going to find a way to replicate those results. So, gentlemen, my humble advice to you would be to no longer even bring a woman into your place. Mm-mm. Well, hopefully there will be a significant rise in the usage of, the Motel 6 or the Red Roof Inn or any cheap budget hotel. Insofar as bringing a woman back to your house, yeah, no, can that shit. Can it? See, this is one thing I miss about Japan. The good old-fashioned love hotel. Yeah, in Japan, for those of you who've never been, there's a thing called a love hotel. And basically, it is a hotel meant specifically for sex. Yeah. And it's a great system. You can do what's called rest time, which is 2 to 3 hours, and that usually runs you about, maybe 3 to 4,000 yen or 30 to 40 bucks. Or stay, which is you stay there all night, and that could run you anywhere between, 80 to 100 bucks. And yeah, anytime you ask a woman, hey, do you want to go to the love motel? This was back when I was in Japan, of course, and it's still going now. But anytime a woman agreed to go to the love motel, she knew that right there was essentially consent. Because once you get to the love motel, yes, she knows she is going to get her back blown out for either those 2 to 3 hours or the whole night. So there was no need for her to try to be like, oh, I felt pressured or anything like that. Oh, I came to your house under the assumption of, sipping tea and playing Scrabble. Nah, 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 nah. No. I wonder why the Love Motel never really took off in, the States. But that's another conversation for another day. But yeah. In Japan, woman agrees to go to the Love Motel. She knows she is going there strictly for sex. End of conversation. But, yeah. Yep. All in all, no, the guy in this article was not the asshole. In fact, she was, because we know when women try to sign deals, they always try to find a way to twist the contract to where they get the maximum benefit from it. So yeah, this guy did a good job for staying on his, on his pedestal. He stayed on his line. He let it be known it is what it is. Hopefully she did leave because she'd be doing him the favor. But read the article. Let me know what you guys think. And ladies, the power is still metaphorically out. Feminism, even though against the ropes, one day it will receive that knockout blow. And guess what, ladies? There's an old phrase that a lot of men are going to start reintroducing. Ass, gas, or cash. No one rides for free. And as we can see nowadays, ladies, you are getting no more free rides. And guess what? That's wonderful. You want to be strong and independent? Time to put your big girl panties on. That's all I got to say for this one. RPM, I am